Hey all, and welcome back. Today we have another Nendoroid series. Let's see if I pronounce that right. Nendoroid series? Yeah. Anyway, they're chibi figures from Goodsmile, also known for Figmas. And this figure actually kind of got me back into this, but it wasn't available when I first found out about it. This is Megaman, and what I liked about it is it reminded me of the Power-Up Megaman, and that's one I don't believe we ever got as a toy. There was some Geshapon that was released in Japan, but it wasn't very widespread. So let's take a look at the box. Some different configurations. He's got a damaged mode, sort of like when he gets hit and falls back. He's got his buster, 2 hands, some power blasts, energy tank. So let's go ahead and open up and see what all's inside. And here we have the clamshell. And you can see all the included parts inside. Got 2 faces, the legs, the buster, different arms and hands, and the bits down here for the stand. So go ahead and pop them off. Again, no tape on this clamshell, which I do like that. Just makes it one step easier to get into this stuff. And here we have them. This one has some plastic guards. Just pop off the head. Pop off the waist. And then there's another one back here. Split the helmet to get it off. And I'm being very careful in splitting these. I've never had a paint problem with these before, but I don't want to put my nails in there or anything and risk denting the plastic anywhere just to make that seam not look as good. So move that to get this additional plastic off there. And that's all the little protectors they put inside for shipping. So put that aside. We've got this face, angry face, and then the damaged face. And I do think it would be nice if there was some sort of smiling face as well. Kind of strange the way they did that. But, oh well, it is what it is. Now, let's go ahead and get him back together. Snaps together nicely. Very solid. The only thing that tends to come out often on these is the shoulder joints. And they are a bit of part formers, largely because they're to sort of get posed and you just display them in that look. They're not really action figures. And you get a better aesthetic for joints and things like that when you replace arms. They do put these hip joints on here, and if you look really close, might be hard to tell, but there's actually smiley faces on the joints. But he's designed, he's got slants cut into his feet. Well, you can see the detail work. Look all the way around. Really, really great look. And while this may not be exactly like the Power-Up version, it is a great looking figure. Now, for a direct comparison, the closest thing I have, I've got the D-Arts Megaman. And you can see, material-wise, I mean, he's a bit heftier, but material-wise, very similar. Of course, he's got bigger feet, and he's got a bigger head. But it gives you an idea of the price point. This is a really nice figure. This is a great figure as well. However, they are very different in their own respect. Also came with some instructions. So let's get the stands out here. Got extra joint there for the neck, which I'm glad they're including those now. We have 2 stands here. One for the character. And since he has these large feet, he actually isn't really in need of a stand. For maybe if you want to do the falling pose, I could see using the stand. But as is, let's see if we can get a blast jump stand. Alright, make sure, okay, I'm going to think that's the left leg. So let's go ahead and move that. It all just pegs in. It's fairly tight. Okay, so rather than doing the falling, we've got our energy tank. What else do we have in here? We want a buster. So I'm going to give him buster on the right arm. And yeah, that's a nice tight fit, so don't have to worry about that falling off so much. So, and I don't think that that leg suits the jumping pose so much. So let's go ahead and swap the other one and see if we can come up with some sort of, you can do a crouch. Angle things around well enough, and if you use the stand, they'll hold him up. So we've got that, and there. Put his arm back. Give it the motion of moving forward. Yeah, there we go. Get more of a, because one of the iconic things I remember from Megaman is when you are going into the gate where you have the boss, and I would always jump when going through it, and you kind of get that freeze frame. So you can kind of recapture that. The right peg. So there we go. And you've got sort of a chibi, super deformed look of him going through the gate. Pretty cool figure. I think it could use a bit more accessories, considering these are all the same price as the other Figma figures. And you have the blast here as well. It's kind of neat to display. You've got the small stand for these. However, with no enemies or anything to displaying with, I don't know. I don't think it's that great of a thing to include. So anyway, let's move this stuff to the side. Very cool figure, great finish. Some of these areas around the joints I think could be a little bit better, but they're not horrible. But let's go ahead and put him here, and let's compare to the other NES era video game characters. So we've got Mega Man, we've got Link, and we've got Mario. And I would say out of the three of these, the Mario one is the best. The amount of accessories it comes with, he has a great stage that comes with some enemies, tons of accessories. He is the premium out of the bunch. However, not everyone is, as a character goes, fan of him the most, but he is the best. And I do think this series would be far improved if each character came with a similar setup. If he had some stage items, even if it was a bush and a couple of the enemies, something like that, to sort of set up around him. And of course, Mega Man has all sorts of enemies and interesting stage elements that could really been included as well. And if you linked them, that's all, wish in one hand. However, this is what we get. As it is, it's still, both of these are excellent figures. They all have the same general aesthetic. Let's go ahead and move these guys off to the side. But I can't recommend this enough if you like the chibi style, or powered up Mega Man, or just Nendoroids. However I'm supposed to say that. I'll have to practice that a little bit. But yeah, definitely worth picking up if you're a Mega Man fan. And I have so many Mega Man figures at this point, it's just another one to add to the pile. So anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.